here, Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, we're playing Professor Layton and the Curious Village, and we're gonna figure out what's going on here. I know this is an old game, but don't you spoil anybody or yourselves. I know you've already spoiled yourselves, I bet. Alright, welcome in, chat. Hello, everybody. Hi, Val, I see you got first. Alright, let's go. It is the weekend. That means tomorrow is the weekend. And I can do whatever I want. Because apparently, despite the fact that labor laws do not apply to octopi, aquarium staff is like, okay, you get a weekend. And I was like, I do? And they went, yeah. And I went, what's that? And they went, remember before you were working and we didn't make you do anything other than swim around in your tank and play games? And I went, yeah. And they went, you like doing that? And I went, yeah. And they went, great. That's what a weekend is, when you get to do that. But only for 2 days, and then you go back to work. And I went, oh. But why can't I do all of it all the time? Why can't I do that all the time? And they said, you have to work because of the mass amount of structural damage you caused around this aquarium. And I went, oh. Okay. Anyway, we're not gonna let that ruin anything. We're gonna go on an adventure. Ooh. Yeah, I'm up for some Guild Wars 2 later tonight. I could do that. I can do anything. It's Friday. Alright. Now, when we last left off. Ooh, we love tales from musical theater. When we last left off, after witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chelmey warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. Okay! What do we got for mysteries? We got a lot of mysteries. Tower be rumbling. Oh, I'm just gonna click through these. I said I'm gonna click through these. Wait. Okay. I have other journal entries? Do I have just pages of journal? I do. Okay. Puzzle solving time. Oh no, she's puzzle solving. Where is the fun in running around town trying to help other people? Don't you feel so dumb? Have we helped you yet? Whew, rage surely works up a mean appetite. I'm starving. Okay, we've helped you yet. Yes, I remember. Okay. So this morning was the day of the show, right? Yes, I remember you saying. To warm ourselves up, we decided to sing some fun songs to help. And one kid got everyone on stage and started playing the duck song. And so we all started belting it out at the same time, and my teacher was just like, oh. Good. Good. I admit, I don't know the duck song. I don't know if I want to know the duck song with that reaction. Good day, fellas. Did you ever track down Ramon? Indeed we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my, where did I put that measuring cup? Is something the matter? I have 16 quarts of water that I want to divide into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. The problem is my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I could use these 7 and 9 quart pitchers to divide things up? Yes, I can, Crouton. And we do like that. And then like this. If I remember correctly... No, I need... Ah, shoot. I had it. And then we put that there. And then we put this here. Was it like this? No. I know this puzzle. I know these water pouring puzzles. Yes. Yes, this is close. What is... Oh, shoot. No, I'm... I can do maths about it. I know that I'm close, is the worst part. I just can't remember where to go from here. Wait, maybe I can. Nope. Okay, that is 2 7s. That's not right. What is today's tea flavor, Val? Thinking my hardest little brain out. This should leave me with 2. And if I pour that back in here... And that there, it's gotta be like that, doesn't it? No. I can never remember how to do these picture pouring puzzles properly. Sometimes I can. Wait, I think... And then that gives us 12 to work with. And we're part of the way there. No, it's okay that you've got lots to talk about. That's good. Oh, peppermint. Good. And fairy lights up. Ooh, we love fairy lights. Good luck with that 4-star card. So we pour this in here. If I pour that in there, it'll only take 3 quarts off, and then I'll be back to 9 and 7, and I don't want that. Likewise, if I pour that in there, it'll be back to 9 and 7. I know there's maths to do here. No, I'm going backwards. I can definitely do this, but it's gonna evaporate before I figure it out. Okay. I'm almost certain that this is where I have to go with it. But now that I'm here... Let's see. We can go by 2s, right? So we pour one in here. And then one in here, and that gives us 2. And then we pour this back in here. And now what? Now what do I do? Because I feel like... No, I keep going like this. We want to keep getting 2s, right? Yeah. We'll keep getting 2s. Can I just keep doing this? If I keep doing this, will it work? No. No, it won't. There's something I'm mixing up. Chat, we're gonna do the math. Ooh! Luca does have pretty cards, you're right. Ooh! Still, 29,000 is pretty solid for Pro Sakai. Even if you're not trying to tier, that's pretty good. That is tiering anyway. Okay. Let's see. I think we can do this. Okay, we pour this here. We pour this here. Pour that there. This there. I can do this. I can do the math for it. Okay. I don't know, 500 crystals is still pretty good. No, I'm being silly. I can do this. I can do it. Okay. You like this. You like that. You go back in there. And then we do this and we've got 2. Okay. And then no, I mixed up again. I can do this. I can get it to 4. Golly. Oh, you trained the Splatoon emo card. Good, I'm glad. We're gonna get this, dang it. Okay, okay, we can do this. Yeah, okay, okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh no. Oh, that should have been the other one. I feel like I had it and it just should have been the other one. To take one off the top. I wish I could go back a single move. Ah! Guys, I don't know why this is taking me so long. I know how to do this. I can't get it in my head how it's supposed to go. We're gonna do this, though. Ooh, VBS Luca. Nice. I'm sure Nene's mermaid card is amazing. Okay. Oh! I did have it! Guys, I'm silly. I just didn't pour right. I did need one in that front cup.
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay, okay, we did it. Finally! Sorry that took me forever. I just had to do a bunch of math in my brain, and my brain's not good at that right now. None of my brains know how to do math right now, because they've been doing math all week. Did you know I'm making a blanket? I'm making a blanket out of Pixel Me. You know those cute pixel icons I made of me? I'm making a blanket that looks like that. It's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be so many squares. It's gonna be so big. Staff will sell it for charity, I bet. Auction it for an octo charity. Maybe whales. Staff likes whales. Yeah, aquarium staff loves whales. thinks they're cute and stuff. I think they're big. Okay. Ah, genius. Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. Oh, I meant to mention this earlier. I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in that tower. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything good about that tower. Make sure you keep clear of it, okay? Layton. Picture pouring puzzles are so hard. And it's not even that they're hard, it's just that halfway through I get lost on what I'm doing. Welcome in, Broseph! Thanks for stopping by! Oh, Luke likes that. But I can't tell... I can't tell if he actually likes them. I'll leave them with Layton. Thanks! I will have a good stream night. It's Friday and everything. I'm not shocked that Mizuki isn't your highest rank. I expected it to be either Mizuki or Emu or one of the other pink ones. But for some reason, not Aki. I was in here to save, and I don't know if I did. We'll find out. I definitely did. You're definitely a puzzle. Hey, you two. You guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game? Okay. I know how to play chess. Maybe this means I'll know how to play this puzzle. Oh, no. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. This is true facts. See if you can place 4 queens on this 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch, though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Oh, we're playing Sudoku. I can do that. I think. There, and there. So if we place one here, then there. Yeah, we're playing Sudoku. Oh, but we're playing hard mode. Okay. I thought I could just place these symmetrically, but I have to be able to place something in this middle part. Okay. Each of these rows needs a queen in it. So we will place that one first. You promise you're not going back into your Project Sakai fixation? I'm glad TMA's still got a hold on you. TMA's great! Also, in response to the Discord, I don't know the duck song because I am practically a grandmother. So what if we place this one here? We can't put that there or there. Oh, I know how to think of this. We can't put it anywhere around there, right? So we can put it in one of these 3 squares. Okay. So if we place it there, then that blocks off this stuff. This is blocked. That's blocked. But this isn't. Yeah, but this isn't. Now we're in a position. Ah. I wish I could just scribble on it. I mean, I can, I think, but I don't know what the buttons are. Okay, so I've blocked out that and that. So it means that the only squares I can stand on are these three and these three. So I can stand here, here, or there. Likewise, up here, I can stand here, here, and there. Just gonna set them where they can stand. Oh, it's true, Chad. I'm ancient. As divine wisdom says, practically a grandmother. Okay. So if we put that there, it blocks out all of that, except for these two squares. But once I put something in one of those two squares, I can't put anything else in those two squares. So there must be another way that these queens can go that doesn't involve the bottom corner. Except it kind of has to, because we can't put any of them in the same row. Well, let's start like this. We'll move them all out of the danger zone of this one. Let's see. I think it doesn't need to be in the corner. What if I put it here? Because that doesn't block off as much. Well, that block off a little bit. Not more, but it blocks it off in a weird way. And then that avoids all of the things that it's blocked off. Wait, let's do this top down so I can look at it and think properly. That avoids that. Does this avoid all of them? Yes. And the last one has to go here, I think. Yeah? Yeah, we couldn't put one in the corners. Okay. One more pull for the fun of it. Did you get anything good? Woo!
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
You're darn right every puzzle has an answer, but darn, Layton. A relatively simple variation of this type of puzzle. Why must I suffer? Very nice. You two are no amateurs, I see. Don't worry. Next time I'll have an even harder puzzle for you. No. Layton needs something to sleep on. I gotta look at the inn. This poor man doesn't have a bed yet. Oh, Layton seems to like it decent. Despite the fact that his happiness is going nowhere. I feel like Luke wants a TV. It's not a numbers thing, maybe. Maybe let's learn. No, it's not a numbers thing. Okay, square rug. I forget what all I had in Layton's room. This poor man needs something. Yeah, the T-Mag episode. Also, it's reminded me of something, that Magnus episode. Val, do you remember the apocalypse? The I-apocalypse? Sure you do, right? Okay, so, it's reminded me of something. I'm not glad to see you, Professor. I seem to have gotten myself into another jam. I know you're busy and all, but I just can't find the answer to this puzzle. Could you give me a hand with it? A second puzzle? Okay, so remember the I-apocalypse? Do you remember Georgie and, Melanie's little group of people? 'Cause I do. Do you remember Lynn, who lost her identity and became Celia? Do you know today we got a statement? Do you know yesterday, for all of you who don't have early access, yesterday you got a statement. Celia got to listen to a statement about somebody being pulled into an alternate reality. And she's digging into the Magnus Institute. And she's wondering if any of it's real. And she drinks tea instead of coffee, unlike everybody else. Do you see where I'm going? Do you see the red string board? Do you see the Always Sunny meme with me just smacking the red string board and going, look at it. Look, it all lines up. Oh, welcome in, Kevin. We are talking about the Magnus Archives and its sequel series, The Magnus Protocol. It is a horror podcast, presented by Rusty Quill. I'm very fond of it. Oh, all this fruit has to go back. It's a slide puzzle. Of course it is. That wasn't correct. It has to be this one and then like that, I should think. Yes. I'm quite fond of it, because for everything it is, and it is a lot of things, it's very concerned with hope. I moved that too soon, I think. Yes, that will do, but I have to move these back. Up. Gracious. Oh, oops, that was too soon. Would you? There we go.
That should do it. Every puzzle.
It is episode 17. Yeah, that's the one. Val. It's normal for Magnus. I'm very fond of horror fiction, as you would expect a talking octopus to be, if you would expect a talking octopus to be anything. Not a lot of talking octopi in the world. It's a podcast. You can find it on all the usual podcatchers, up to and including Spotify, of course. Val, you're a wizard. That's how. You did good at a song, I presume. A painting scrap. Nice. Let's put that into the picture and see if I'm making it upside down or not. Who knows? A mystery. I probably am, if I'm being honest. But maybe I'm not. Maybe this is a chair back, and we're doing it upright. I guess we'll learn. Melt jail. A summary of... Okay, so, I think I can explain a little bit. The Magnus Archives is complete. It's 200 episodes. And what happens at the very end of the Magnus Archives is, it's hinted to all throughout the series that there is a dimensional rift. What happens at the end of the Magnus Archives is that dimensional rift is widened enough for things to come through. I'm not going to explain too much about what those things are, or where they go, or any of that. Now, when we get into the Magnus Protocol, its sequel series, and sort of successor by the same people, Protocol takes place in what's clearly a different universe. It has clear points of divergence, but it also has some of the same people in different situations because things are different. Episode 17 specifically deals with someone who is definitely from an alternate world who got dragged into the one that we're following, and meets himself. Why that happens, we don't know. But what we have learned about Protocol is that whenever a statement is given in an episode, it is generally relevant to the person who is, hearing it. So that's why we're talking about Celia, because she's the one who heard that, and Celia is the name of a character in a different series, like in the Magnus Archives. So that's why we're all excited. Huh, still locked shut. Just when will this place open? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Ah! Puzzles in the puzzle game! It's a little bit different than Dark Matter. Like, I would say significantly different than Dark Matter. I still like it quite a bit. I would liken it a lot more to, if the old Outer Limits had a plot. Because it's not necessarily deeply focused on, alternate universes and stuff. It's just that those are there. Yeah, or like Twilight's, X-Files is another one that I would liken it to, where there's an overarching plot, but the stories themselves in each episode are self-contained, technically. You don't necessarily have to know what's going on. As with the X-Files, you don't have to know who the smoking man is. You just have to be there for like, oh, something weird has happened. In fact, the original series has an entire first season that's just the main character of the series being like, I don't believe any of this nonsense. It's definitely crazy talk. I'd personally recommend giving it a bit of a listen if you're into horror and, especially like, trying Trying to think of good examples. The examples I'm coming up with are all literary. It has a very, like, if you know who M.R. James is, it has a very sort of, it has that same flavor that he has, where, like, it starts out kind of normal-ish. It's not likely linked to... No horror worlds are linked to ours necessarily, but it does technically take place in Mandela Effect. Oh! That reminded me of the Mandela catalog, which was a fun ARG until I got too distressed by the content. The visuals are really, really good. But they're so good, they made me spooked. Yeah! I liked it. It was good. They were just so spooky that they made me spooked. Which is hard, because once again, octopus. Oh, it wasn't a puzzle. Haha, secretly not a puzzle. Good. We're exploring around because we don't want to go to the manor yet to find the grave that we're looking for. Yes, yes, we'll need to search the village thoroughly. Thank you. Stash and Scarfin. Wow, is there really nobody here? Weird. Can I go back out to see my car? Is my car a puzzle again? Not even the Layton mobile could make it across this river, huh? But of course, much as I adore the contraption, it's just a car after all. You say that, sir. Would swim across, but it's terribly cold. Just not my cup of tea, if you will. Delightful. Delightful. Are you a puzzle? Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Yep. Okay, I guess we're going to the house. He doesn't need him! The designs in this game are very, Cyber 6 or, Sherlock Holmes of the 25th century. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish. What a doll. What a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep, yep. Starting to get the feeling that I don't... Matthew? Hmm? Oh, look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir? I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Ooh, Escape Simulator. I have not tried Escape Simulator yet. I know it exists, I just haven't given it a shot yet. I do love me some point-and-click puzzle games, though. Source, I played through all of The Room. The Rooms. Except for the VR one, which I don't own. I've done all of the other ones for, YouTube. I don't usually play puzzle games on this channel, but I really love Professor Layton games, so y'all have to live with it. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. It's so pretty. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I've tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madame's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. We can't stay. I wanted to look for hint coins. That's where I want to be buried. Yes, Val, we get it. I wanted hint coins. How dare. Wait. Hang on a second. No, that's just a picture of Flora. And that should just be a picture of the Baron, unless it's a puzzle. Are we out of puzzles in this area? Okay. Up we go! It was clothes. Hit coins! Good! I knew there were some missing up here because people were in the way of them. There's usually 3 on each section. Oh well. I already got some, I just can't remember how many. Yay! Imagining someone looking at me from just looking all around like, is there a coin here? One here? Someone's gonna come up and be like, that's not very gentlemanly behavior, Professor. It is. 4-star Honami. Val, you've already said Honami's great. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. Oh, I have to admit, I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so here we go! The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Well, the stranger is dead, so we have to read his journal. Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You were my first, my last, and my only. Changed its memory? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care for now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? It's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. Oh, yeah, the reason that I sound British is because Luke has a Mockney accent. You'll hear, this game is voiced in parts. Luke and Layton are both very, very English. This takes place in England. Not our England, but, in England-ish. What? I mean, of course. You're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course. Any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. It could be Magnus England for all we know. Oh, Ingrid. We're going to talk to Ingrid again. Wah! How did you all get in here? I was gone for like 3 seconds. Oh. The doors are bigger than they look. Also, he doesn't have to get in that room. Alright, tell me, what do you want? Mr. Layton, you have some skill at solving puzzles, yes? I once cracked a case by solving a puzzle left behind on a note I found hidden at the crime scene. Let's see how you fare against it. I know the one you mean. Don't worry. I just wanted to see what Chelmy was about, because I figured he was plot relevant. A detective who was mere days from cracking an international smuggling ring has suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you that this note will reveal the name of the crime kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects in the case, Bill, John, and Todd. Can you break the detective's code and find the criminal's name? Oh, I see it. It's upside down. Bill is boss. He sells oil.
That should do it.
Yeah,
Every
first thing you check in a puzzle like this is it actually numbers? Is it actually numbers? He better pay us. That's right, if you flip the note upside down, you'll notice that the numbers resemble letters, and that those letters form legible sentences. The message recorded there is Bill is boss. He sells oil. Very nice. Probably olive oil. That's an incredibly lucrative market. Impressive, Mr. Layton. It seems the rumors touting your skill weren't totally unfounded. But don't go getting any ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me. In the meantime, you can occupy yourself by searching for the golden apple. Oh yeah, olive oil. So, the thing is, there's a huge black market for olive oil. Oftentimes, olive oil on the shelves is actually adulterated with something else like canola oil. There are very few brands of olive oil that are actually fully made of olive oil. It's a huge thing. There's like a whole like criminal conspiracy kicking around. But long story short is there's only like 3 or 4 it's not to poison people. They adulterate it with something that's like olive oil that most people won't tell the difference. Between. It's sort of the same as how cheap chocolate works. So like chocolate in the US can be adulterated with cocoa oils because they taste like chocolate. Even though they don't necessarily behave quite like chocolate, they still taste like chocolate. So you don't necessarily have to have as much cocoa in them. And if you don't have as much cocoa in them, you don't have to pay as much for a more expensive ingredient. You can put the cheaper cocoa oil in. That happens a lot. That's why I'm very careful with honey that I get, because oftentimes honey is just adulterated with a lot of corn syrup and similar, because most people can't tell the difference. I know the apiary I get my honey from. The bee farm. I don't know about lead contaminants in the chocolate. I just know that 9 times out of 10 it's been adulterated with cocoa oil instead of actual cocoa. Oh, Val. I'm sorry, it's making your head spin, I'm sure. Also, I live in Canada, so we have different food laws here. We have significantly... Yeah, no, I know, the lead contaminants. We have significantly different food laws here. And rules about, like, what you can and cannot put in food and how much of a certain thing you have to have in something before you have to start calling it, like, honey flavored instead of honey. Ah, see, Val, you stumbled upon it. It's illegal, I'm pretty sure. It is, if you get caught. If you get caught. You mean Canada Dry Ginger Ale? We have that stuff in the stores, yeah. I don't drink it very much. I'm one of those kids who, when I was very small, my parents gave me flat ginger ale to make my tummy feel better. So I associate it with being sick. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. Gotta put on my absolutely corpulent voice. Hang on. We'll get there.
Oh, Professor, you just simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle on my hands that I can't solve. As a man of the world, you know there's nothing women find more alluring than competence. I'm counting on you, sir. Don't doom me to an eternal bachelorhood.
So Canada was dry. No, we've got plenty of alcohol. Voice acting rating 9 out of 10. I'm glad you like it. This cross shape on the pin board below has 9 pins inside of it and 16 out. Remember that example. Now it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside of it and 16 outside of it? Feel free to make your cross any size you like. Oh boy, okay. 17 and 16, eh? We're gonna have to make a diagonal cross, it looks like. I'll count up the pins in a second. Oh, whoops. A diagonal cross. That's too far. It's really hard for me to understand diagonals sometimes. And now we count and hope for the best. 3, 3, 3. That's 12. 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. Hi, Miso! Sorry about Agile. I think that's right.
There we go.
Let's go!
Another puzzle solved.
It does. It does look like some Swiss symbol. Ah! Chat does this to me every time. Every time, the first time I get spooked. Alright. Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. And a big stretch. Big stretch. Okay. And we shall start with arm circles, because why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Done. If I had shoulders, I bet they'd get really strong and toned from that. Wah! Oh, right. Speaking of, what's happening? Because you're new around here. Chat likes to make sure I get my enrichment like a Nintendog, but an octopus instead. So, in order to make sure that I get all of the enrichment I need, they insist that I drink drinks with the sound that the Tacticooler in Splatoon makes. And they also insist that sometimes I stretch. You can't see it because I have 8 tentacles and 2 of them are in behind me, holding the game system. Ha ha! Body Break is an old Canadian PSA that used to play when we were very small children. Way back in the ancient days, when televisions needed that. And it was hosted by Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod. And it was a little short segment that would talk to us about, like, healthy living, like how to exercise and how to get yourself into good habits. Like healthy eating habits and making sure that you sleep at the right times or sleep at all. And stuff like that. Oh, and how to manage stress and things too later on. So it was super useful. So now, well, of course I have to drink at least some water. I gotta stay hydrated. I know you can see me in my aquarium, but, like, game systems can't go in the aquarium, so aquarium staff is like, you can get onto the dry part of your aquarium and you can play with it there. And I was like, fine. So, you know. Have to drink water sometimes. Also, I'm gonna level with you. Most octopi don't do a lot of talking. And I have to keep my whatever passes for a throat moist, so that I can say words.
Thanks, old boy. With this puzzle solved, I feel I've drawn one step closer to the altar.
I don't actually know who needs what in those. We're gonna save that. Oh, I've got painting scraps. Good. Painting. Oh, yes. That's this part here. I am putting it together in the right direction. Yay! As for the end, the clock goes to somebody, but I don't know who. Oh, Layton does like it too. I guess we'll figure it out. I live on whatever aquarium staff feeds me. Boo sleep stay up all night. Oh. That put a Daft Punk song in my head. Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I've a favor to ask of you. Please, madame, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way I can. Thank you, Professor. Oh, I'm a competitive Splatoon player. I started streaming Splatoon. Alien is a strong word. Not an alien. From the deep, deep sea. I'm a Dumbo octopus, you can tell by the ears. And also the fact that I make fun of my sun-loving cousins. How dare they? Or an umbrella octopus, if you like. Oh, yes! Dumbo octopi, or umbrella octopi, depending on who you ask, are a type of deep-sea octopus. They live in the very, very deep sea. Way, way, way down. you'll see the little fins on top of their heads. Those little fins? Yeah! Those little fins are how the Dumbo octopus steers around. So, when I'm in the ocean, proper, what happens instead of swimming like a regular octopus? You've seen a regular octopus swim. I'm sure you've seen videos of them just like jet off and then like scrunch up and shoot out and scrunch up and shoot out and so on. A Dumbo octopus doesn't move around like that. Instead, what we do is we shoot up and like Princess Peach, we open up our little skirts. It's difficult to see on me because I have it rolled up so I can, like, play video games. But we open up our little skirts, and we just float. And we use our little ears on the top, which admittedly, look a little more like proto-fish fins, than anything else. But they reminded people, human people, of Dumbo ears. So that's how we got our name. We use those to float around and steer ourselves a little bit so that we can land. Yeah! Yeah, no, they're real things. Not even aliens. Just weird mollusks. Side note, octopi are mollusks. Like a snail or a slug. All octopi are mollusks. The deep sea is weird. Wait until you see a telescope fish. Or a barrel fish. Barrel eye fish. There's a lot of names for those guys. Anglerfish also live at the same depth as I do. Most anglerfish. Or football fish, depending on where you live. Gosh, there's lots of things in the deep sea. Like those little worms. I don't remember the name of those little worms. I wish UFOs or super weird vehicles would go into the deep sea. Sometimes that weird submarine would come by once upon a time. Well, I say once upon a time. Sometimes that weird submarine goes by and looks in on things in the deep, deep sea. Anyway, could you solve this puzzle for me? Though I'm not feeling up to the challenge, it won't solve itself. Ooh, how old is Mom? This is one of these. A father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year, I was only 1.5 times her age. But still, that's pretty amazing, eh?" The father is 44 years old. How old is the mother? Oh, they're significantly younger. Okay. There was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year I was only 1.5 times her age. It wasn't 2 and 3. Wait, maybe it was. If she was 1 and he was 2, he'd be twice her age. The next year... Nope, that's not right. Let's see. 2, 4, 3, 5. If she's 2 and he's 4, he's double her age. It's 1.5 times 3. I feel like it's definitely 5. Nope. No, it isn't. This is just going to require me to do a bunch of math. I think she's 40, but I have to do math for it. Bear with me. Use octopus power. I do have 9 brains to help me calculate this. That's not really how 9 brains works. I've got one at the base of each of my tentacles to control them appropriately. Because I've got to. What are you getting a costume for, Val? Maybe I am crazy. Maybe 1.5 is correct. Maybe she was 1 year old. Maybe it's just 1 year of difference. Maybe I was right the first time. 2 and then 3. So in that case, she'd be 43.
There we go.
Oh!
Another puzzle solved.
Oh, Mizuki! You're getting a costume for her to look all emu. That's adorable. There we go. Okay, the mother's 43 years old. When the boy's father was 2, his mother was 1. Next year he turned 3 and she turned 2. And when you realize that the only combination of ages that yield the ratios mentioned in the problem, everything starts to make sense. I was right the first time, I just had to go back. What a relief! I can finally stop thinking about that silly puzzle. You have my thanks. I'd forgotten. Oh, right, the end. I don't have enough for everybody to have everything, though. Luke? Nope, that definitely goes to Layton. He certainly likes it. It's okay. Being bad at puzzle games is not a reason not to play them. Oh! She's just right here. Helpful. Oh, look who it is. Professor Layton, was it?
The name's Layton, madame.
Oh, that's right. Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. Oh yes, this is Ingrid. Everybody's got silly designs like that. Something big that stands out about them. Ingrid's got her giant nose. Stash and Scarfin has what you would expect, a stash and scarf. And so on. Y'all that... Oh yes, right. So I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems that you have something you want to ask me.
As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends?
Oh, his friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's really all I know of his friends. Yo, wait a moment. Yeah, I do believe I saw that Zappone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to the man we met?
Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's hanging out about the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower.
Welcome in, Carrie! You are a social butterfly. That's true facts. We're playing Professor Layton tonight. We're looking for puzzles. Oh, it's time for people to feel smart and help me solve puzzles, because I'm not going to get them on my own necessarily. I got 9 brains, and all of them are working on puzzle solving. Does that mean she can fly in Facebook? Well, she's certainly better at Facebook than I am. Do you have a puzzle for me, or are you just going to say weird stuff about Lady Dahlia? Okay. Meet with Zappone. Zappone. Oh, hey, it's you two. And the kitty. We save so much. It's true, Val. You are excellent at Twitter. So good at Twitter. Cat and mouse time! That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they?
Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you.
Well, of course. If it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? Luke can talk to animals. Which is just a thing.
According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals... blah, 3, and D equals 4. So what does E equal? A equals 2. B equals 3. C also equals 3. That tracks. And D equals 4. E also equals 4, I should think.
Refuse Twitter because you're too old to learn new tricks. You're fine. Twitter's not that complicated. I think E should had ought to equal 4. We'll see. Chat, what have you got? E equals MC squared! It does. That's true.
That should do it.
And if not, we'll save scum.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Oh, welcome in, Ultra. We'll save scum. To get all the peak rats. Yeah, Carrie, that's it. Einstein. Hang on. Oh! 1, 2, 3... No? What am I looking at? I thought it was the lines that surround them. Because B being 3 and C being 3 counts the lines that surround them, and A equals 2. No, we got it. So I just presumed that the lines around it would be 4, but there aren't 4 lines around the letter D. Or rather, there are 4 lines around the letter E. That's what I was looking at. But D equals 4, so I should have realized. Is it the intersections then? 1, 2, 3. Riddle me this! Oh, miso. Riddle me this, you say? This is good music for coming up with riddles. Is it just the lines touching it then? No. It's almost certainly the intersections or something. It's something I'm not seeing. But B is also 3. But I put 4 and it wasn't... There's 4 corners here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It can't be the corners. A riddle, eh? Hmm. 5? Why 5? I will, chat. Tell me about it. Alright, we save scum.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
I think I get it. It's adjacent zones. I get it. I'll show you when I'll show you. I'll reset the game and show you what they're talking about. Oh, Val. It's okay. We got it. Now while I'm doing this, let me think of a riddle. Yeah, okay. A equals 2 because there's 1, 2 here. B equals 3, 1, 2, 3. C also equals 3 because 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can draw on this one. And then D's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And so E has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touching it. Thanks, chat!
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
There we go. Alright, let's get you guys a riddle. Oh, I got it. I'm just coming up with the rhyme. Bear with me a second. I gotta put the rhyme. By hammer and wheel, tween sage and thorn, from flaxen strands I am born. Oh, okay, so it's just the shapes that are adjacent to it. So miso for this one, where there were all those weird wiggly lines. Yeah, you get it. It just means they're touching it. So it's counting the number of shapes that are touching it. Yeah! They're adjacent to it, as in they're next to it, touching. Like this. Fat Thor. No, it is not. That is not the answer to the riddle. I don't think you guys are going to get the answer to the riddle. I don't think you're going to catch it. But it might be a little too esoteric, or a little too old-fashioned. The riddle... Chat asked me for a riddle, so your riddle is this. By hammer and wheel, tween sage and thorn, from flaxen strands I am born. So all you have to do is tell me what it is. I say I'm being a little esoteric, but I will say you are looking for an actual object. You are not looking for something weird like time or whatever. You're looking for a thing. Don't worry about it, Val. I know you're looking for a thing. Gosh, I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was still too easy, I guess. It's too easy because, like, I have chat helping me out. That's why. I'd have gotten it eventually by save scumming. As one does. Alright. What's this little girl got to tell me? Time, like Kronos, Hades ref, Hades 2 ref. Good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's about a girl who's about to have her birthday. Lucy, are you that little girl who's about to have her birthday? Ooh. Time itself. Yeah, I've been fighting time in Hades 2. The villain there is Kronos. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turned 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. When is her birthday? Oh, yeah, her birthday is like, New Year's Day. The day after tomorrow, I turned 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. I thought it was January 3rd. It is not linen. It is not linen. I will say that. Me, so it's okay. I like where you're going with that. Ooh, leap year's good. But I keep thinking that she must have been born on, like, the 3rd. Like, January 3rd or something. But that doesn't make sense. So, wait, hold on. Maybe it does. I'm overthinking this. I feel like I'm definitely overthinking this. As I often do. I feel like... Oh, no, that says now. Now she's 21, but on the 1st of last year she was 19. And she's turning 22 shortly. I feel like it's January 2nd? Yeah, because if she was... Yeah. Will it take this?
There we go.
Oh.
Ah, I suppose I thought wrong.
Wait. Maybe it's just how I wrote it in. Maybe it's mad. Let's see if it's just mad. I feel like it would
do it.
Oh! Yes, it's rope. Yeah, it was just mad at how I wrote it.
Has an answer.
Excuse me a moment. I get what you mean by leap year. But it still makes sense for her to be born on January 2nd, because that way she's only one day into the year. Let me tap through this and write it right. No, it is rope. Flax rope is really popular here. Or it used to be once upon a time. Yeah, you can spin flax into rope. Used for murder in Layton. Nah, there's no murder in Layton except for the murder that's happened already. Don't worry about it. There we go.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
We only believe in brutal pipe murder in this house. Now settle down, Cluedo. we're a pistol, a knife. What are the other weapons in Clue? There's a rope. Oh, a candlestick. Rope, knife, pistol, candlestick, pipe, wrench. There's a wrench too, isn't there? Yeah. Here we go. I had to think about it. Because it must be the 31st of, it must be the 31st of December. She didn't tell us exactly. Golly, though, she didn't need to be so convoluted. Alright. Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victim super gross food before it pounces. Oh, I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and mayonnaise swirl. Ew. Or maybe he just picks the weakest of the bunch to snatch. I just don't get why he needs all those people. Oh, she's from that movie, Lucy. No, she's a little young to be from that movie, Lucy. I remember that movie. Then again, I suppose she did kind of ascend into a higher being. Val, I expected you to tag yourself as the metal pipe, as opposed to this candlestick. Appreciate it, though. I'd like to look around a bit before I talk to Zappone. Ah, Miso is the metal pipe. Hey, there's a gear there. It's a shiny thing. Professor, there's something on the ground here.
You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it?
Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy, and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity.
This sounds a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron.
I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to do. I gotta smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living? Oh, yeah, no, they have an idle animation. They gotta do something. Just sort of bounce around. The foundation! Oh, we love the Skip Foundation around here. Oh. We got an IKEA. We got an IKEA in my town, and I couldn't stop making 6001 jokes about it. You gotta make the jokes! Val, it's not worth it to go into the Skip Wiki. It's not worth it. No, Infinite IKEA is 6001, isn't it? Am I crazy? Did I lose my brain? Chat, figure it out while I'm doing this. Wait, why do we all have different numbers for the Infinite IKEA? Okay, 3008, good enough. What is 6001 then? Why do I remember that number so strongly? Is it something? Did I lose my mind? I know I'm an octopus, but I thought I could read. Tell me. Too late, I'm on the wiki. Oh no. If you're looking for Zapone, you can probably find him loafing about the fork in the road. I wasn't. I was looking for a puzzle. Let's see if Prosciutto's home. Yeah, he's home. Is he puzzling? Yo, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle, and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Oh, Dr. Bright and Dr. Clef. I remember those two. You have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long and 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares. You aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping those rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? Oh boy. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. It's one of these. You aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Aw, that's too bad. Can I draw on it? Oh, I can! So if I break it in half... I was gonna say, and then I break it in half again, but I can't break it in half again. And I break it here. No, it's still gonna come out to me breaking these things down. I'm gonna think it over. I'm gonna do the little bits of math. I know there's math here to be done. So if I break it... If I break it... There are so many... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Oh no, I'd have to break it the other way. I'd have to break it like this first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Oh, because you don't have to break the last one. I get it. I think?
There we go.
Yeah, because you don't have to break the last one.
Another puzzle solved.
You do have to break it. You have to break out all 30 pieces. That's right. If you follow the rules set out in the puzzle, then it really doesn't matter how you break up the chocolate. The number of segments you have increases by 1 each time you break a chunk off the sheet. You start with 1 segment of chocolate, so 29 breaks later, you should have 30 segments. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Okay, now about that hot info I promised. If you want to experience the best dining in Saint Mystère, you've got to check out Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is yummy. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it yourself. Layton. Thanks for the lurk, Miso. Sorry you have to clean up. I don't have to clean up. Aquarium staff does that. Which is very nice of them. We'll figure you guys out later. The maintenance is hard, so I'm told. I'm also told not to cause structural damage turning out the lights. That's why they made me go to work. Aquarium staff is like that. First is Cat. I have an enrichment cat. You can see pictures of her in the Discord.
Oh, a customer. Welcome, welcome. I have some great deals on sausage today. And my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate. Ha ha! Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Aw, and here I was thinking I was gonna reel in a big sale. A hungry look about you, you know? Well, if I can't interest you with any of my fine meat products, could I at least tempt you with a puzzle?
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Anything I have to voice is getting voiced. Somebody ate the butcher's sausages. Here's what the 4 boys have to say. Oh, it's another liar puzzle. B ate the sausages. D ate them all up. I didn't eat any of them. No way. B is totally lying. Only one of these rascals is telling the truth, and all of the others are, needless to say, lying. Can you figure out who ate the sausages? Ugh. It's one of these. Hilariously, one of C is telling the truth. Only one of these kids is telling the truth. Is telling the truth. Hang on. Let's do the math. If C is telling the truth, then that tracks with all the other statements. Except then they'd all be lying. So Summer is coming and it's time to shed for Roxy. It's true! She's getting a shave. She's gonna have a lion cut. Because it's summertime and Roxy is so full of fur. So filled with fur, y'all! Yeah, I'll take pictures when she's all done. It'll be very silly indeed. So, let's see. If C is... Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I get it, I get it. I get it. We don't have to pick out the liars. We just have to pick out the sausage eater.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical
Yeah, Carrie's right. It is C. C ate it. Chat's got it. C ate the sausages, and the only person telling the truth here is D. If you assume A to be the culprit, both C's and D's statements must be correct. Choose B, and the other 3 boys' statements must be true. If you make D out to be the criminal, then what both B and C are saying must be true. None of these possibilities fit the conditions set forth by the puzzle. So it has to be C who ate the sausages. Of course. Oh, Val got it first? Oh. There's Miso. Val and Miso both. Alright, yeah, alright. Chat knows what. Chat knows what's what. I'm sorry, I had to scroll up to find everyone.
Hey, you're pretty good at this. As a bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll throw in some gossip I heard. Word is that somebody lives in the dark, grimy tower. You'd have to be one odd duck to want to live up in that old moldy wreck of a place.
Layton, who has the fleurs. And can therefore put them in a vase. The chat couple got it first. Cute. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere, maybe. Layton still doesn't have a bed. We'll figure it out. Okay. Sometimes I just put my face in my cat's fur. But, see, my face is kind of all of me. So, you know. It's hard not to. Wow, literally nobody's in here. Amazing. Alright, let's go meet with Zappone.
Close friends of the Baron. It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times.
Mr. Zappone, you don't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you?
Me? Oh, no. I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who would be close to Baron Reinhold? No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was one possibility. No, wait, never mind. I'm not too sure.
I guess Zappone can't really tell us much of anything.
Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystere. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around.
Born to make macaroons right now, forced to clean and then make them. Oh, have fun with macaroons. Oh yeah, Zappone I gave an Italian accent because I was like, I could try to give him the Poirot, like, French accent, but the only French accent I can pull out is Bathurst, and that's not the one we want. It's not the fancy, like, Poirot French accent. It's, up in Bathurst, New Brunswick, everybody they talk like this, but nobody speaking in French. They go out and around, they get in their car, they park outside, they park 2 times twice. No, I get it. Val, there are French dialects, in certain places like Côte d'Ivoire that sound like that. Don't worry, Bathurst has a very similar accent to some places like that. I have heard those accents. Trust me, there's overlap. Just the same as there's overlap between Bathurst and Louisiana. Because it's French. That'll get ya. It's East Coast French, you're right, it's Acadian. Sort of Acadian sound to it. I will say, Bathurst is spelled with, more H's than you expect in that word. Alright, where were we going? Oh yeah, we were back to square one, sort of. Or more accurately, we were back to investigating the tower. Oh, ask around town. Yeah, alright. We've asked some folks. Maybe Mr. Eggman can tell us. Maybe he has something to say now.
Oh, not being a member of the high society myself, I've never had so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, Sonny, much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? Yeah, I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night.
Hi, Momo! Welcome in! We're playing Professor Layton in the Curious Village. We're doing riddles. This silly game is a puzzle game. It is based on a series of children's puzzle books in Japan, starring Professor Layton. What we are doing is searching. We are in a village. We are trapped here because the village is surrounded by a moat, and the bridge is up, and we cannot lower it because we're missing a gear crank. So we came here looking for the golden apple. Anyone who finds the golden apple is entitled to Baron Reinhold, who has passed on, is entitled to Baron Reinhold's entire fortune. So we're here to help. So let's go! Aw, I'm glad you like the voice acting. I work really hard to make sure that, like, everybody gets a fun, unique voice. That way, if people have this on in the background or somebody's just watching in YouTube, they have a pretty good idea of who's saying the thing. Anyway, this game is a delight until all of a sudden it rips your heart out and goes, "Hey, were you using that?" And you go, "Yes." And it goes, "I'm gonna just crush it a little. I'll give it back, but you'll be hurt afterwards." And you're like, "Oh, that was very sad." But don't worry, don't worry. It does give it back, and it's like, yes. That's true. That is how I used to read bedtime stories. Everybody gets a voice.
Do you know what's causing the noise? Oh, it's just a rumor, but I heard that every time that sound rips through St. Mystere, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who have been talking about feeling tired. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting.
Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Raymond?
It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them?
A mystery, to be sure. Wait, no, we were going up this way. Let's see, let's see.
Ahem! You there, yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yup, you. The flower vase is yours, right? Yeah, I've been keeping it nice and safe for you.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone just forget something like that while shopping. You're a vase space case. Har har.
I will note the feet up here.
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life.
What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that guy give me this to give to you?
What did this man look like? Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me, but it's the worst, I tell you. Har har. Back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it, though. I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So, speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'd like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase.
Dark feet! I also sleep better after horror. Ooh, I haven't heard Jennifer Love Hewitt in a long time. I haven't heard her name in ages. But I remember the time when she was in, like, everything. Delightful. What do you mean, of course you did? Delightful. Someone knocked over the fabulous vase and shattered it. Fit the pieces together and restore the vase to its original shape. There's one catch, though. Mixed in with the vase's pieces is a single piece from a different vase. Of course it is. Well, let's start at the top. That should be it. Looks like it. Why does it make me submit?
There we go.
I love the Ace Attorney games. You guys don't understand how much I love the Ace Attorney games. We are going to play the Ace Attorney games. I will play through Investigations as well, which is the Edgeworth games where you get to play as Edgeworth. We love Edgeworth here. I might have a ship to sail. I have a little... Listen, there's some fan fiction in my life. Yeah, right, if you will. Of course I ship them. Oh, Kevin, this is a fan fiction term. I write a lot of I used to write a lot of fan fiction. Ship is a shortened form of relationship and usually refers to a romantic relationship. So when you say that that you ship two characters together, it means that you generally write romance for them, or have a lot of fun, like, envisioning them as having a romantic relationship, whether they have one or not. Oh no! Momo out here. Oh. Anyway, just be grateful it doesn't apply, like, that you don't necessarily have a lot of familiarity with it, because people get into ship wars all the time over whose idea of a romantic relationship between two characters is better, or whether shipping is allowed at all, or what kind of shipping is okay. I am not in the war, in the trenches. Oh dear. You got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, these are some links you don't want to be missing. Hi, hi. No, thank you. We're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you would have said yes if you knew what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. Oh, I couldn't agree more, Professor. Oh, alright. Now we do what we're supposed to do. It is that time. We hydrate as chat demands. Alright. And a big stretch. Big stretch. It's important to get up and stretch a little bit. I don't have so much in the way of bones, but if you did, you'd have to get up and stretch so that your spine doesn't get tired, or whatever it is you people do with bones. Then we'll do some leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Alright, we wheeled around. I have the bike for enrichment, but, like, I have the bike for enrichment, the little bike thingy. I use that at work in the daytime. My general opinion on shipping is, I don't like to yuck other people's yum. Fictional characters are fictional. They have more in common with a fictional chair than they do with a person. So if somebody wants to write something, let them. If I don't like it, I won't read it. That's how it works. I'm not out to police other people's opinions on, like, fictional characters and who they should date and what they're having fun with. Imagine walking around a playground and being like, "Excuse me? How dare you? You can't play with your Barbie dolls that way. I don't like how you're playing with those toys." It's the same deal. It is puzzle time. Welcome in, Red. It's okay to find that kind of gross. Eh? I didn't mean to... What kind of lout just throws trash on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think that everyone here would know that trash goes in the trash... Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Whoa.
Wow, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Look at that. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. Wow! Who'd have saw that one coming? He's so gruff, and I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Rhinold Manor. Luke has helpfully reminded us that Chelmy likes sweets. That's right, Luke. He did say that. How very curious.
Oh boy! Yes, Val, we can absolutely teach Miso how to guild the wars. Kevin, Guild Wars 2 is an MMO. It is free. It is approximately 12 years old, but don't let that put you off of it. It's still very much alive. In fact, we just got the last chapter of our current story, and we're getting an X pack in the fall. An expansion pack in the fall. And the team is still actively doing balance changes and updates and adding new stuff and so on and so, you know, all the things that you do for a game like that. It is an MMO for people who don't like MMOs. That's how I've always described it. What happened at the very beginning of the life of Guild Wars 2 was the people developing it looked at World of Warcraft, one of the first MMOs, and said, huh, yeah, none of that. We won't do any of that. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Let's do something else. And they went and they sat down and they did something else. And that's how we get Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 1 is a little different in that regard, but Guild Wars 2, we got from them going, yeah, you know what? You should always be happy to see another person show up. If someone shows up and you're doing something, you should be excited to see them there. And that is the design philosophy they have stuck to for all 12 years of the game's life. There are 5 playable races. Humans, who are humans. Sylvari, who are plant people. They're roughly humanoid shaped, but you can make them pretty funky looking if you want to. And they can be all sorts of different colors. They also glow in the dark at night. They're also Ainet's special little guys. Then there's Asura. They're the little gremlin race, but they're super smart. They got big ears and football heads. And they bear an odd, like, resemblance to Stewie, I think I would describe them as, because of their football heads. They're very smart. They can be made extremely cute, or they can be made really weird looking. You got options for both. They used to live underground, you see, so you've got options for some weird looking faces. Then you've got Norn, who are human, but big! They're significantly larger than an average, than a human person. They got a lot of Norse vibes to them, a lot of, solitary, northern, strong hunter guy. Their whole shtick is building up their legend. And then you've got Char. Char are cat people! Not cat people like you might be thinking of, with the cute little dainty ears and the little tail. They're giant cat orcs. They got horns, they got 4 ears. They're big, buff Cheeto Puffs. Char and Norn are the biggest character models in the game. And Char are technically taller than Norn at their tallest, but they don't stand up straight because unless they're crossed arms or saluting, so it's hard to tell that they are. They do not have octopi, but as a playable thing, the closest they have is a Largos. Largos are deep sea manta ray people, which are super cool. It's great. Anyway, I love Guild Wars 2 a lot. I played Guild Wars 1 from day one. And I played Guild Wars 2 for just, I think, 9 years now. I fell out of it for a little while because when I was playing Guild Wars 1, it was I finished Guild Wars 1 Nightfall or I finished university, or rather first year university, and I decided perhaps I needed to finish first year university instead of Guild Wars 1. So, yeah, there's that. But then I got back into Guild Wars 2 because a bunch of my friends play it. Hooji especially was instrumental in getting me back into the game. I know, right? Cat people are so great. You'll see, the cat people are a delight. Sorry about the armor clipping. You're gonna have to just get used to the armor clipping around the tail. Anyway, we were asking around town about some things. Let me just save because I forget if I did. I always forget if I did. Be-doo. I can gush about my favorite game later. My other favorite game. I have a lot of favorite games.
So, it's true that what I'm hearing... So, is it true what I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really running about town in search of the Reinhold fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Oh, excuse me, my name is Archibald. Gus, I mean, the Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations, late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I'm the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to look at it, we'd be very grateful. Yeah, I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourselves looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention.
Momo, your spelling, I'm so sorry. Bringing them home sounds sus. No, it's a puzzle trap. Of course it is.
Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old-timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Yeah, alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right to it.
Oh, it's hint coin o'clock. It's hint coin o'clock. Yay! Okay, that's probably all of the hint coins. Usually there's only 3 to a screen. We've got so many hint coins. We're rolling in hint coins. Kidnapping happening soon. It's a puzzle. How could we have guessed? All these books look very long. Left unfinished. What lovely craftsmanship. Hint coins. Ah! I meant the other drawer. There's nothing in here. Let's look someplace else. I wanted hint coins. Okay, what about you? A letter.
Seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple.
What do you make of this X?
I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment.
It's finally time to start the search for the golden apple and explore St. Mystere for clues. Chapter solved! We found a clue! I've seen Anya around a little bit, and she's been active in Discord. So she's certainly around. Yeah! Also, we've got to remember that she's across the sea. So time zones being what they are, it is... what, 3 or 4 in the morning right now? Yeah! Time zones! Woo! We do love a time zone.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, Luke.
Fast? Like the fear entity? Magnus ref? Practically everything I say these days is a Magnus reference, if you try hard enough. Is this cat a puzzle again yet? Nope. Are you a puzzle yet? Hey, mister. It's good to see you again. See? I'm totally stuck here, and I could really use your help. My friend told me this puzzle the other day, and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? We always... She is. She's stuck in this game. She might even be stuck physically there. We don't know. On Valentine's Day, your gadget-loving technophile girlfriend gave you the most unusual slab of chocolate. While the jumble of letters looks like nonsense, if you manage to decode the letters written on the chocolate, a message from your sweetheart will appear. What is she trying to tell you? Oh, cute. She's taken bites out of them so that we know yep. Oh. This is a thing about matching. This is a thing about matching things. Not sure how to explain. It's important that they told us technophile girlfriend. Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see. I see it. Okay. I can answer this question, like what's going on here. These aren't bite marks, these are thumb marks. No. I will say, I have played Professor Layton before, so I remembered this one. They have no cell phone. No, you've got to look at a keyboard to get this one. So you've got to just find what's closest to these things by the direction that the thumbprints are. At least I
That
think
should do
so.
it.
Yeah, this is the one I'm remembering. Okay, good.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Yeah, there we go. I thought they were thumb marks, but okay, bites it says. Oh, is that all you had to do to figure it out? Why didn't I think of that? This is one that I actually remembered. Can you keep a secret? Don't tell Adria you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister! Oh boy, okay. This game's puzzles puzzle me. You know what we haven't done in forever? Guild Wars 2 is on both Steam and a website. You can get it from the main Guild Wars 2 site, or you can go to Steam and get it there. I personally prefer to get it from the main website because I find it works better. Oh, you did sneak a riddle me this in there. Ah, did you? No, I gave you that riddle. Never mind. Yeah. Or am I crazy? Doesn't look like I have one earlier. Yeah, the Steam one works good once you get it downloaded. They have no cell phone. The cat's poking the mouse's back. Riddle us! Riddle you! Oh, okay. Well, riddling. Hey? What's in here? Oh, that's Archibald. Okay. Well, the last place we're going is to talk to Beatrice. I want to see if there's anybody around. Let's see, a riddle.
Well, if it isn't you two again. All right, if you want your fortunes told, solve this puzzle for me.
We have missed a few riddles. But don't worry, we can go back and collect them or go to Granny Riddleton's shack and they'll be there. 4 kids were playing and one of them threw a ball right through the window. Here's what they had to say for themselves. You know for a fact that the scamp who broke your window is lying. However, an unknown number of the other children may be lying as well. Can you figure out which one of these darn kids broke your window? Oh, no, not an unknown number of other children lying. I bet they're all lying. Well, whatever. Or only one of them is. This is gonna be... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, well, we'll get that in a second. Let's see. You guys need a riddle yourselves. That's not a riddle from the game. Oh, okay. I got it. Shifting. you go, chat. There's your riddle. Shifting underneath the sand, we come out at night, ball in hand. Okay. Okay. No, that's fair, Val. Okay, so. Ooh, hermit crab's a good guess. You are on the right track that it is an animal. It is not a hermit crab, though. Ooh, I like Miso's guess. You are on the right track looking for an animal as well. Sea turtles are so cute! It's not a sea turtle. Not one of them worms. I love sandworms. Not one of them worms. Let's see. Not me. I didn't break a thing. Okay, I'll tell the truth. It was me. I broke it. B didn't break the glass, I swear. These two can't be lying. B can't have broken it, because if B broke it, then... Okay, so we know it's not you. Don't be mad at A. He didn't do anything. Not me. I didn't break anything. D... Wah! B is lying. Has to be. Which means D is telling the truth. Does that mean it's A that broke the vase? Or C? Or my window? Chat seems to think it's D. I'm gonna check A.
Luke, here's my answer.
Just to see. Yeah!
Every puzzle has an answer.
Nope, that's fair, Val. I saw. It was A. Well, because B is lying, right? But that means B didn't break the vase, or window. And D said B didn't break the window, so D is telling the truth. And in that case, C is lying, and A is lying too. Which means A broke it. Good job. B and C were also lying about what happened, even though they themselves didn't break the glass. Make sure you give those two a good scolding as well. Everybody gets scolding. I love sandworms. They're cute, but they're not the thing. There is a thing you're looking for, and you're right that it lives under the sand most of the time. You don't have to get scolded, Val. Yeah, ball in hand. Well, hand is just to make it fit the rhyme. Nope, not sand crabs. The ball in hand part is the part that you that is important. I suppose it's arguably ball in feet, given the direction. I'm glad it's sticking. I'm glad you guys are getting stuck on it, because that's the important part. There's going to be a doozy of a rainstorm tomorrow. Hang your wash inside if you want it to dry. Prosciutto, you home, buddy? Nope, the ball's a physical thing. Crouton makes chow that's out of this world. I could eat at his place every day and not get sick of it. Well, that's all we got, huh? You're on the right track guessing a bunch of different animals. And you're in the right vein guessing animals where you're guessing, like, crabs and spiders and things like that. It is a little crawly guy. Old creepy guy. Nothing good can be said about that tower. Oh, yeah. You say the same thing every time, huh? Anything in Granny Riddleton's shack? Nope, nothing I've missed anyway. Ah, it is not a clam. Clams do count as animals, but that's not what it is. Not a sand dollar either. It is not an ocean creature. Oh, hello. I didn't even realize I could go in here. Well, since you've come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow town procedure and solve this puzzle. Dung beetles! That's the one! Scarab beetles, I suppose, more specifically. I mean, they're the same guy. Val, delete that message. This is a family-friendly server. You gotta watch your language. Get 'em, mods! Yeah, don't worry about it. It's in the Twitch rules, but... or, like, the little chat rules, but I'm gonna level with you. Nobody reads this. Yeah, scarab beetles hide underneath of the sand, during the daytime when it's too hot. So they hang out under there, and when they come out at night, they just start rolling around where it's cooler. They also, their reproductive cycle also takes them underneath of the sand as well. Ceaseless mods, turn your gaze upon this wretched message. I love it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. Sure, that's true facts. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. That's less true. Assuming that the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? My brain went 13. But that can't be right. If I have 8 plus 6 of things, and that equals 2. Well, 8 plus 6 is 14, right? Wait. Yeah, 8 plus 6 is 14. So how am I... Oh, scarab beetles? Scarab beetles, don't so much see as they have light receptors. Like most bugs, they don't have proper sight, exactly. They have light receptors that help tell them what's going on around them. Some bugs have evolved sort of something that we'd consider proper sight, like praying mantises, for instance. But that doesn't stop mantises from having 5 eyes. Why do they have 5 eyes? I don't know. Fun. Anyway, scarab beetles have receptors on the top of their head. So what they're doing is following the light above them. They use the moon, the light from the moon, to tell where they are. And the stars themselves as well. So if you cover up those little receptors on their heads, they just go in circles because they can't see. Oh, Twisted Wonderland. I tried. 16 equals 4, yeah. Oh yeah, mantises have 5 eyes. They have the 2 big ones that you're used to seeing. Because that's in every picture of a mantis. But those 3 little bumps on their head that form kind of a little triangle, those are also eyes. Like, the big eyes that they have are really good for hunting prey, and those are used for motion and detecting things like that. They're slightly better than light sensors. But on the top of their head, in that little triangle up there, they keep 3 little bumps, and those are light receptors for seeing things that are above them, because things that predate on them are above them 9 times out of 10. Am I looking for half dozen? No. Oh! I'll let the game explain it. I think I know what's going on.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Okay, I'm gonna let the game explain this weird math. Because it's time. It's time! They're not wrong either. 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 plus 6 is still 2. So 7 plus 6 is 1. Of course it's time. It's always time in this game. I didn't want to... Oh, I just like to know things about things. That's why there's fun fact and unfun fact to redeem, because I like to know things about things, and as you've seen, I just really love to tell people about the things that I know. There's so many facts. Animals are full of facts. They're so weird. Oh, silly beacon. About to square up with time. No, that's Wednesday night. We square up with time on Wednesday. We did it last Wednesday. We almost got there. Oh, Kevin, this isn't a game designed in Japan. They just like to have over-stylized cartoon things. That's just how it is. Like, that's just how it is with them. You'll see all sorts of wild designs. Wait until you see the antagonist of this game. He's absolutely nonsense. Like I said, this game has a tendency, the game designs here have a tendency to sort of be a cozier version of something that you'd see in like Cyber 6 or like Sherlock Holmes of the 25th century. Yeah, that's normal for a game like this. You're gonna see some wild noses. Especially because this game is set in England, right? You've seen... this game is set in England, and it's meant to be a very silly game. Mostly. Anyways. Thank you. That will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. No. Oh. I have to. Can confirm my British boyfriend has a pointy nose. I bet if I had a nose. But I have being an octopus instead. We don't get noses. We get to taste and smell through our octopus suckers. That's what those are for. No one knows what they look like. I will say, though, no one knows what they look like. You only know what reflections of you look like, and pictures of you, and maybe videos of you. You don't know what you look like. You have never seen yourself. Ooh. You have never, through your own eyes, seen yourself. You have seen pictures and reflections and videos and things, but never yourself. Because you can't look at you. It would make a good Magnus statement, wouldn't it? Yes, I am inspirational for writing. Good, good. I'm suing you for emotional distress. Delightful. Good luck. Phew. Rage sure works up a mean appetite. I'm starving. Oh, he's got nothing new to say to me. What about Adria? Nope, same thing. Alright, back we go. Let's see. Box in a mirror and hide something behind the box. You can still see from the side of the mirror. What's behind the box? Nothing is hidden in this world. Woo! What you cooking? I mean, nothing is hidden in this world, arguably. Depends on how you see. And if you've got a cool x-ray machine. We love mirror dimensions. There's a series I used to watch that was about that. There's another TV series I used to watch that was about that. Sliders get canceled before its time. It somehow ran too short and too long. Don't know how to explain. It was good, though. Oh, welcome back, Professor! I've been so looking forward to your return.
Thank you. Was there something you wish to discuss with me?
Oh my, yes!
Listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman, after all. How could I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Would you mind if I looked around the man's room? Please do! Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in.
Momo, you're not entirely wrong. That's season, like, 2 or... Yeah, that's season, like, 2. She's a little bit of a mannequin. Magnus is a lot more like X-Files. Is it season 3? I'm crazy. What was season 2? Oh, yeah, season 2 is John becomes paranoid. Season 1 is none of this is real. What are you talking about? Of course, there's a perfectly rational explanation. I'm just going to stretch the definition of rational pretty far. Season 2 is I am paranoid. Everyone is definitely trying out to get me. Season 3 is, oh no, I got, but not in the way I expected. We should stop the unknowing. Season 4 is, what if we didn't do the apocalypse? Whoops, all apocalypse. And season 5 is whoops, all apocalypse. Hey, I remember Fringe. Yeah, I remember Fringe. That was in the other bunch of, like, stuff I liked at the time. X-Files, Fringe, Farscape's kind of unrelated, but I liked that too. Don't forget the fog, of course. Yuck! What an absolute pigsty! This whole place stinks of smoke, and there's trash everywhere.
Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me?
Well, he had a sharp mustache, and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here. That was obvious. A mustache? Reeks of smoke? Oh! Do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Chelmey? Inspector Chelmey? Isn't he the self-important windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here was just looked so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? No, it's not a horn. That's his hair. He just does his hair up mad scientist style. Do you have a puzzle for me, ma'am? Nope. Alright, let's go. We've probably got new puzzles to look for. There's something like 120 some odd puzzles in this game. And I'll do my best to find them. Be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief. Honestly, how are we ever going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Oh, Red did redeem a fun fact. Thank you, chat. Let's see. What have I got for a fun fact? I know. Let's talk about the holidays. Because they're very far away and they can't hurt me yet. I do a lot of crochet for the holidays. They can't hurt me yet. Okay, so we're going to talk about the holidays. Okay, so, once upon a time, a long time ago in England, since we're playing a game set in England anyway, a long time ago in England, Christmas was celebrated very, very differently. It was a drinking holiday, something like St. Patrick's Day is today. However, the reason that this changed, and the reason that we all remember Christmas as the thing that it is now, the reason for that is almost entirely Charles Dickens writing A Christmas Carol. And the reason he wrote that was because remember when Christmas had meaning? It was literally the first remember when Christmas had meaning story, like one of the first ones that we ever got. Dickens is one of many writers who sort of shaped our perception of, like, the Victorian period. Literally, that's why we have, like, the Christmas celebrations we have today. For those of you that celebrate Christmas, of course. I just like all the lights. They're very pretty. They're very pretty and very fancy, and it's very dark and cold in the winter, which is much like the undersea. The Muppet Christmas Carol! We love the Muppet Christmas Carol. It is surprisingly accurate. We will extend this fun fact because of course we will. The Muppet Christmas Carol is surprisingly accurate, up to and including the costume designs. They had no business going as hard as they did, but the costume designs are all period accurate. Not only are the costume designs for the human actors period accurate, but so are the Muppets as well. And the ones that aren't technically accurate to the period, like Miss Piggy's dress and her, like, her general mode of dress isn't technically accurate to the period. However, it is accurate for someone who got their clothing maybe second-hand or found something that was a little bit, that was fashionable a few years ago but isn't fashionable anymore but can't keep up with the fashion trends because she doesn't have the money. Same deal with Bob Cratchit. He has a very a very sensible sort of work clothing. And clothing in general, but it's clear that it's something that was fashionable a little while ago and isn't quite anymore. I could go on at length about the costume design in A Muppet Christmas Carol, and heck, why were they so good at it? They put such love into it. Oh no, she might defrost soon. Actually, I was considering doing like a crochet stream sometime in July so that I could get a bunch of crochet done. And I vaguely considered making it one of those Christmas in July things where I play a bunch of music and put on the Christmas lights that I made, the pixel Christmas lights. And then you guys could see all the fun. Crochet more, please. I will crochet more. Very well. I will do more of it. I do so much of it. Aquarium staff makes me work. I have an Etsy shop about it. Thank you for the follow, Kevin. Welcome in. I say welcome in. I mean, like, for the follow. Into the community, if you will. We have fun here. Yes. Yes, you and your grandma hobbies do need appreciation. As someone who is over 16 and therefore, by Vine logic, practically a grandmother. I mean, octopi only live a year long, so, like, I'm outdoing them. Oh, I mean that of my sun-loving cousins. How long does a Dumbo octopus live? It's questionable. You're next, Val! It's true. You'll get there. Anyway, back to clicking through the plot. Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy. There is a place in St. Mystere that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. But suppose for a moment that the tower had something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows that the people of St. Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course! We need to investigate that tower! The tower marks the far northern border of St. Mystere. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. Yay! Okay. Let's see if any puzzles go to Granny Riddleton's. Sometimes they do. Nope, not today. We've solved 81 puzzles. That's a lot of puzzles. And the music's different. Always gotta check a little bit. Yep, this is new. We've cleared a chapter, so the music's changed. Time gets to us all eventually. No, Time sits on his throne. Time sits on his stolen throne in Hades, and we go down there and beat him up. We'll get him. We'll get him sooner or later. So mote it be. Death to Kronos. As you do. Wednesday nights. That's when we go take on Time. Yeah, from Hades. Sorry, what? Good day, gentlemen. How's your investigation coming along? I can't imagine it's much fun asking questions all day, so how about a puzzle to liven things up? The sound of silence. The sound of silence is like this. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because the vision softly creeping left its seats while I was sleeping, and that vision that was... Oh, hello. Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? Note, rhythm, rest, treble, chord, scale. Wait, what? Doesn't make the sound of silence. Arrest is silence. What? Is it looking for... The only one of these that's silent is... Wait. Hang on. Are we looking for note? Do you consider the rest of these to be silent? Because scales aren't... Note, rhythm, rest, treble, chord, scale. But... Oh, wait. Wait. Hold on. Nope. Nope, that's not it. I thought for a minute it might be something to do with the... That it might be that they don't include a leather. Wait, maybe it is. Maybe it's rhythm. That has none of the letters that silence has in it. I think. It's this or note. Whatever.
I think I've got it.
Nope. Whatever.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm gonna save scum it anyway. Let's see if one of the hints can tell me. Is it note like I thought it was?
Here's my guess.
Nope. I literally said let's see if one of the hints can help me. Let's go. Yeah, sure. Look for words that have the similar theme. It's easy to get hung up on their meaning. Instead, look for other ways to interpret. For example, other than a very literal definition, what else could the sound of silence being referred to? Oh, it is the sound. Each word out loud and pay attention to how they differ from each other. Oh! Oh, I get it. It's looking for silent letters. I think.
I think I've got it.
Yeah, it's looking for silent letters.
Layton.
Save's coming! No, the E has a pronunciation and rest. I say as a person who definitely can pronounce things exactly right every time. Yep. No, it's that all the other letters have, all the other things technically have, come on. It's that all the others have, good gravy. I'll get there. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So. This is a little weird because they put scale in here. Anyway. Chord. Has, silent H. Because you don't say shored. Or like, chored. Treble, it's marking that E on the end as silent. Same with note. That E on the end it's marking as silent. Rhythm has a bunch of weird... has a silent H as well. Rest is the only one that doesn't have a silent letter in it, technically. Yeah, literally... Also, it's literally the one word in this that doesn't make a sound. That's why the game's hints are like, don't get hung up on the meaning. And I'm like, come on! How dare you! Also, as I will tell all of you every time I'm able, scale, scale, and scale, the English words, are false cognates. Scale on a fish, scale is in to climb a mountain, and scale is in to weigh stuff, are all false cognates. Fish scales come from escalier, which is French for that thing. Scaling a mountain comes from the Latin word for climbing up stuff. And scale to scale, like a weight thing, is Norse, I think? I think that's right. I'd have to go look it up again. Anyway.
Well, here's my guess.
Woo!
Professor, I've solved it.
Oh! Here's Momo Dumb Tidbit of the day. When I was younger, up until about the age of 16, I thought Canadians didn't speak English, but spoke Canadian. That's okay. A lot of us do speak what I would qualify as Canadian. It's this weird mix of French and English that you hear in some places. Where, like, I know I make a lot of fun of the accent up in Bathurst, New Brunswick, where nobody they speak in a French. But the thing is, they do speak in a French, just a little bit of the French. Just enough of the French to make it a little bit hard to understand them. Sometimes they speak in the French, and you're like, oh no. And you go there like, oh no. Our official languages are French and English, because we have a whole entire province that's French. New Brunswick is the only province that has, that's official languages are French and English. And besides that, provincial languages generally are English, but we offer everything in French and English for both provincial and federal governments. Because we can! Also, a boot is a very particular accent that you only find in South Central Ontario. The reason that Americans know that as, like, the Canadian accent is because it's the place that's physically closest to y'all. So you hear it the most. But if you come out a place like this, you'll hear about. Or you might, if you go out home, hear a boat. Like, as in something I would row down a river. There is actually a little bit of French. There is actually a little bit of France in Quebec. Ile de Saint-Michel is French. It belongs to France still. It's in the St. Lawrence. And the folks still living there are French citizens, not Canadian. Well, I mean, arguably they're Canadian, but you know, the island itself is French. So when you move there, you move to France. That may not be true anymore. Also, sorry about the West Coast. Fiora, how do you come up with names? What, you mean for, like, OCs? It depends on the OC. Anyway, I will tell you in a second. I guess the old advice to write what you know just doesn't apply here. That was just too easy. You know, right now I'm penning a mystery novel, and I'm basing the protagonist on you. That's why I've been observing you so carefully. In fact, the more I see of you, the better. So good luck with your search. I'll be watching. Layton. Now I'm gonna save before I forget, because it is that time again. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go on a little adventure. It's time. It is now closing time, so we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure. No, it is. It's time, else I'll get stuck on a puzzle for 10 minutes. You know that. Oh, you're right. Momo did redeem a body break and a hydrate and such. So we hydrate as chat demands. Whoop. And we do standing crunches, which is like doing crunches except you're standing up. I can't really, lie down to do crunches because I am, once again, an octopus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. If we don't tell staff. Aquarium staff knows what time things are. They get all on my case if I'm too late. Because then they have to stay late, and aquarium staff doesn't want to stay late. They don't like it. They think I am, in no uncertain terms, they think I am creepy and weird. And why does an octopus have glasses? Where did you get those? And did you steal those from someone who came here? And also, nah, she's kind of cute. Followed by everyone else looking at them and going, oh, honey, no. Anyway, that's aquarium staff for you. I did not kill anybody for these glasses. They're mine. I got them on the internet. I know, right? That's just how it is. Staff is like that sometimes. You'll see, you'll all see. Anyway, it is closing time, so let's go find ourselves a good fun place to go. Where are we going on a little adventure tonight? Do. You know what? It's Friday. We know where we're going, don't we? My good golly. Unless... Nope, there you are. Ha ha! You guys know exactly where we're going. Gotta go see a friend. How did I get access to the internet? I got it for the, enrichment. Let's go! I got access to the internet because aquarium staff gave it to me for enrichment, so I'd stop bothering them. Okay, let's go!